watching CVR News English. This is Havila Kottapalli. Welcome to World Bulletin. Well, moving into the details. Violence has escalated in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo city of Goma, where both the Congolese government and M23 fighters who are reportedly supported by Rwanda and claiming control over the city. Well, fierce clashes have led to at least 17 deaths and left nearly 370 people injured. Well, the fighting has intensified the already dire humanitarian crisis in the region, as Goma has been sent under siege for months due to ongoing tensions and violent confrontation between government forces and varied armed groups. Well, the situation remains volatile, with both sides vying for the dominance in the city that has witnessed escalating conflict and instability for years. New York Stock Exchange witnessed a dramatic drop in the Nvidia's stock, with shares falling by almost 17% by the time the closing bell rang. Well, the decline wiped out at an outstanding $600 billion of the tech giant's market value, raising concerns over the future of the semiconductor industry and the AI sector. Well, Nvidia, known for its cutting-edge semiconductors that powerful artificial intelligence and machine learning technologies, had been a major beneficiary of AI booms in last years. Well, however, the sharp decrease in its stock value signals potential turbulence ahead, possibly linked to marked corrections or shifts in investor sentiment regarding the rapid expansion of AI technologies. Well, this significant drop in Nvidia's valuation is one of the largest in recent memory, reflecting broader volatility in the tech sector and uncertainty surrounding AI's economic impact. As fighting intensifies between the Congolese military and M23 rebels, who are reportedly supported by the Rwanda army, thousands of displaced Congolese civilians have fled their homes and sought refuge at makeshift camps along the Rwanda border, and the ongoing conflicts, which has seen heavier clashes in the recent days, has sparked a humanitarian crisis, with families forced to abandon their homes in fear of their lives, and the makeshift camps are now overwhelmed with those seeking safety, and the situation remains precarious as the violence shows no signs of abating. Well, the displacement is a direct result of the escalating violence in the region, and where the M23 and Congolese forces continue to battle for control, leaving civilians in the crossfire. Well, the refuge crisis adds further strain to an already unstable region and poses serious challenges for both the local authorities and humanitarian organizations.
The place is going to give you the entertainment. I don't know if someone associates us with pressure. You see my colleague, Mandela.
King Charles III's visit to Auschwitz on 80th anniversary of his liberation is a deeply significant moment emphasizing the critical importance of remembering the atrocities of the Holocaust. Well, his presence at the site, one of the most notorious Nazi concentration camps, highlights the ongoing need to honor the memories of those who suffered and died there. Over 1 million people, primarily Jews, perished at Auschwitz during World War II, and the camp remains a harrowing symbol of the horrors of genocide. Well, the King's visit serves as a solemn reminder of the past and reinforces the commitment to ensuring that the lessons of history are never forgotten. As a part of the commemoration, survivors and their families were also honored, underscoring the resilience and the strength of those who lived the unimaginable suffering of the Holocaust.
Was liberated and comforted, so very little information. Russia will have actually huge archives. This called Schreibs Schul. Here on a piece of leather, there was first and last name of the bomb, Steinberg. The man survived the war. Then Dachau, he was liberated and comforted, so very little information. Russia will have actually huge archives.
In a poignant tribute to the 80th anniversary of the liberation of Auschwitz, French Prime Minister François Bayrou rekindled the flame of the unknown soldier beneath the Arc de Triomphe in of Paris. Well, this symbolic act was held in the presence of representatives from the Auschwitz devotees union, marking a solemn remembrance of the atrocities committed during the Holocaust. While the flame, which honors the memory of fallen soldiers and the victims of war, served as a powerful reminder of the enduring importance of remembering the horrors of Auschwitz and ensuring that the stories of those who perished and those who survived are never forgotten, and the ceremony emphasized continued responsibility to combat hatred, intolerance, and all forms of genocide.
le 12e arrondissement.
Well, France has triumphed in the grand final of the Bosco d'Or, the world's most prestigious culinary competition, held in Chasseux in the Rhone region and representing the pinnacle of global gastronomy, and the event saw chefs from 24 countries competing for the coveted title. Well, the competition, named after the legendary French chef Paul Bocuse, and celebrates innovation, technical skill and creative in the culinary arts. France's victory underscores the country's enduring reputation as a leader in fine dining and culinary excellence. As the winners were announced and the triumph was met with pride, marking another milestone in France's storied culinary tradition and its ongoing dominance in global cuisine.
Après Régis, ça sera Paul.
The U.S. Senate has confirmed Stuart Bessent as President Donald Trump's Treasury Secretary, marking a significant appointment in the new administration. A billionaire hedge fund manager with decades of experience in financial markets, Bessent is expected to take a leading role in advancing the administration's ambitious economic agenda. This includes plans for tax reform, deregulation, and fostering economic growth. Known for his sharp financial acumen and strategic thinking, Bessent's confirmation signals a pro-business approach and aligning with Trump's visions of revitalization U.S. economy. His appointment is also seen as a step towards forging closer ties between Wall Street and Washington. US President Donald Trump described the emergence of China's AI system DeepSeek as a positive development, emphasizing that it should serve as motivation for American tech companies to improve. He urged US firms to increase their spending and innovation efforts, particularly in cutting-edge technology, to maintain global leadership. Well, Trump's remarks reflect his administration's push for competitive advancement in the AI sector amidst growing technology rivalry with China. Hundreds of thousands of Palestinians streamed back into Gaza's most devastated northern region on Tuesday, marking a significant shift in movement. Well, this came after Israel reopened access to the north for the first time since the early weeks of its war with Hamas. While the return of displaced Palestinians as a reversal of their mass exodus 15 months ago highlights the ongoing challenges of rebuilding and recovery in the aftermath of intense conflict.
Naples.
Striking university students in Serbia intensified their demonstration by launching a 24-hour blockade of a major traffic intersection in Belgrade, and the protest aims to pressure the populist government following a deadly canopy collapse in November which claimed 15 lives. While the students also demanded accountability and stricter safety measures, criticizing the authorities for the alleged negligence and lack of transparency in the aftermath of the tragedy. A tragic shooting at a grocery store in northern Indiana resulted in 3 fatalities, including a suspected shooter, and left 2 police officers injured, according to officials. Well, authorities are investigating the incident, which has shocked the local community, and the wounded officers are receiving medical care, and further details about the motive and circumstances surrounding the shootings are expected to emerge as the investigation still continues. US President Donald Trump signed an executive order directing the military to access the role of transgender personnel in the armed forces. While the order does not immediately impose a ban, it tasks the Pentagon with developing a policy focused on military readiness and effectiveness. While the move has also sparked a widespread debate, with critics expressing concern over political potential discrimination and supporters emphasizing operational priorities. Well, following a week of significant advances in Khartoum, Sudanese army leaders declaring a turning point in the ongoing civil war. Speaking to reporters from the Inside Army's main headquarters, which has been under siege since April 2023, military officials celebrated the breakthrough as a critical moment in their battle against opposition factions, and the developments make a potential shift in the protracted conflict through the region remains tense amid certainty about the war's borders resolution.
Cheers rang out in Sudan's capital Khartoum at the weekend as military leaders hailed a turning point in the civil war. Soldiers celebrated from their army headquarters, which had been besieged by paramilitary group Rapid Support Forces, or RSF, since April 2023. Having made rapid gains, the army and allies recaptured much of the city of Bahri, north of Khartoum, along with the Al Jaili refinery last week. This set the stage for the breaking of the siege on Friday after an almost 2-year war. Mohammed Othman al-Hussein is the army's chief of staff.
With the victories achieved, we say that we have reached turning points. The first turning point is that from this time and place, a new history for the state of Sudan and the people of Sudan begins. From here, the armed forces will move forward to cleanse every remaining inch of our homeland. And from this point, we will see the return of all Sudanese from displacement, allowing them to resume their normal lives in their homeland with security, stability, and, God willing, peace.
While the army has gained control of its headquarters, the RSF remains widely deployed in Khartoum. It also controls much of Darfur and wide swathes of the Kordofan region, both to the west of the capital. The army has, in recent months, retaken several parts of central Sudan and remains in control of the north and east. Analysts say the military may wait to recapture the rest of the capital before engaging in negotiations over power. The RSF has proposed its own government, while army leaders have rejected the inclusion of the RSF in the Sudanese state. The war has displaced more than 12 million people, while plunging half the population into hunger, for which both the RSF and army have been blamed. Cheers rang out in Sudan's capital Khartoum at the weekend as military leaders hailed a turning point in the civil war. Soldiers celebrated from their army headquarters, which had been besieged by paramilitary group Rapid Support Forces, or RSF, since April 2023. Having made rapid gains, the army and allies recaptured much of the city of Bahri, north of Khartoum, along with the Al Jaili refinery last week. This set the stage for the breaking of the siege on Friday after an almost 2-year war. Mohammed Othman al-Hussein is the army's chief of staff.
Well, those were the latest updates in World Bulletin. Keep watching CVR News English. This is Havila Kottapalli. Have a good day.